right, welcome to the stream. Let's get it started. Yeah, welcome. As you can see, today we're on Pro Tools. We are on a music production software called Pro Tools. It's called a digital audio workstation, and this is where you can create some music, record music, or produce music with MIDI or whatever it is, use samples. You know the deal. Okay, so today's deal is basically I'm going to be producing or creating, making a piece of music on this software and just start from scratch. No, I haven't designed, or I haven't planned anything beforehand or anything like that. It's just basically me coming up with an idea all the way from the beginning to the very end. And of course, because this is only a 4-hour stream, that's a very sort of limited time to make anything too elaborate. But it will be probably quite short. But we'll try to make it something fun, as good as possible. I have quite some experience in making music over the years, but I'm not a musician, I'm not a pianist, I'm not professional in any of these things. I'm just sort of gathered experience over the years and made loads and loads of music with varying degrees of success. But regardless, it shouldn't stop not being pro musician or anything like that. It shouldn't stop us from having fun. Okay, so I'm used to Pro Tools. Many others use things like Cubase and things like that. Other types of software, or Logic Pro, often on Macs. But this is what I'm used to. This is what I like using, even though it's not really the most popular one for the type of music or the way of making music that I use. But often people are have more leaning towards Cubase for this sort of thing. But I like this. It's fine. This is very, very much professionally used all over the world for audio work in general. Right. So yeah, let's get on with ideas. And if there are people watching it, so maybe I'll try and explain what I'm doing. I'll try and interact with the chat as much as possible. Also, maybe I don't know what to name this or anything like that. So as you can see here, we don't really have a proper name yet. So we'll see what happens. I don't even have an idea yet. So we have to come up with that first. Okay, but first of all, that's the click, and I don't like the sound of that click at all. This is the click track, which gives us the tempo. I'd rather use the woodblock sound. It's more, or maybe comp block. Yeah, this is the best one, I think, maybe. Right, so yeah, not the most important thing, but since you kind of have to listen to it for throughout the track quite a bit, or throughout the process of making music, then it's better to have that sorted. Right, so I think also the tempo is a little bit. I think today what I'm going to go for is roughly an idea is something that's kind of moody, atmospheric, sort of calm and dreamy in the beginning, and then it will sort of progress towards something more, something larger scale, a little more epic, but not in like still staying within that sort of atmospheric or cinematic feel. But for that purpose, I think that tempo feels a little heavy. I'll just drop it down to 100. Might still be Let's go now. All right. Oh, okay. Well, Ninja Monkeys. All right, cool. I didn't expect. I just started. I'm making music here. Well, this is cool. Well, thanks, Ninja Monkeys. Ninja Monkeys is like a streamer group on Discord and all over the internet that, well, you guys know. Thanks so much for the follow. There's so many people now, I'm confused. Okay, but thanks for joining along, and then thanks for the raid, Ninja Monkeys. This is nice. Okay, so Skylander, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna have to try and pick that up somehow. Right, Skylander, thanks for the follow. Ollie Stevo18, thanks for the follow. Badboy4126, thanks so much for the follow. And Monk GG, thanks for the follow. You guys rock. Thanks so much. Obviously my first followers as well, actually, so so thanks very much. Wow. Put the stream in the bag. There's so much chat suddenly, guys. Yeah, I appreciate this a lot. This is so cool. Thanks very much. Ninja Monkeys, you're awesome. What am I doing, Skylander? I'm nice that you followed and didn't ask what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I might disappoint. Maybe not a sick beat, but I actually make something a little bit more in terms of sort of cinematic type stuff and that type of thing. I'm gonna experiment over the following. Gal next door, thanks for the follow. Thanks so much. But yeah, okay, so let's just create piano track here first to just kind of give you an idea of what sort of thing. Well, I'm on Pro Tools here. The idea, like I was explaining, I was basically going to start from something a little moody, atmospheric, and then build to bigger, slightly more epic, maybe some orchestral elements and that kind of thing. But maybe not hard slamming, but you know, that sort of thing. So I'm using Contact, Pro Tools, these sorts of things. I've produced quite a bit of music over the years, but I'm not a professional musician or anything. I can't play. I can play, but I can't like play in the same way as some pro pianists or something. But I can I can always fine tune it. That's the good thing. So yeah, will you show us? Put a beat on it. Band geek in high school. Oh, that's cool. Gal next door. So you played. You probably know more music theory than I do, then. But yeah, I can't get through this chat actually. NMSS raid. It's just Thanks, Ninja Monkeys, once again. You guys are cool. So here we got a piano. We'll just add some reverb. Actually, let me just throw. Let's go with jazzy felt here. This is a felt piano, which is basically a piano, but with a felt thing that's sort of muting the sound a little bit. So that usually creates quite a nice sort of more cinematic feel to the piano. Let's add a bit of a compression, maybe not pop, soft. Yeah, and let's take some of these actual sounds of the sort of piano down a little bit, because that's a little bit too much. Oh dang, you're making some lo-fi. Okay. I was really better at sight reading than actual style and play by ear type things. Well, I was probably the opposite back in the day. Better late than never. Either keyboard and mouse or controller. The Ninja Monkey stream is raid. Okay. Aprilia, thanks very much. Thanks so much for the follow. I hope I read that right. So the plan was to start with something. Let's see this delay effect. Yeah, that's quite nice. So I'll just have to improvise a little bit first because I have keyboards in front of me, and then I've got this. All these samplers in Pro Tools here. This Contact, this thing here is the sampler, and then you have a bunch of instruments that you can use. They all cost many are very expensive, many are less expensive. But then basically what you do is you just basically hit record and you play something. yeah, that wasn't to the click actually, but yeah, that's the idea. So basically, you hit record and then you kind of like you can edit things afterwards. But here I actually haven't. I just started the stream, so I actually don't have an idea yet of what to do exactly. So I have to kind of maybe improvise a little bit to get some ideas. So let me move the mic here. Hopefully, we'll find something nice. What would be like? Maybe a little bit too, I don't know, moody, creepy. Maybe something a little more simple. Or what do you think? Let's see. Doesn't really make. Let's start with something simple. I'll just make something really simple. Yeah, let's start with that. That's simple. Let's do something with that. Right, so now I hit the click track is there. It won't be played if I mute it, obviously, but right now it's there for me. Doesn't matter when I start because I can then kind of go back and edit afterwards. So I'm just going to start with something here based on that. Maybe a little drop there. Then we'll go to, well, I'll stop there for now, keeping the pedal down, give it a nice little tail. I think what where I'll go from that is just like a more chord-based progression. So and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this track. Like this. Then just remove everything on it. So I just have the same track over. So this is kind of a shortcut for editing. I don't have to edit out the in-betweens. I can continue on the same instrument here. Maybe 2 bars. Yeah, that sounds good. So let's do that. Oh, thanks, Honest Fido. Oh, Fido. You can correct me. All right. mistake there. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest, but let's just, for the sake of kind of this being a 4-hour stream and not having limited time, let's just run with it for now. I can always go back and kind of edit things, so I think that's what I'll do, or maybe just, I think instead of doing that right now, I'm just going to add some background atmospheric things. So I'm going to add a new stereo instrument. I'm going to name it string soft pad. So then I can add here another sample instrument, sample library. I have like all sorts of different ones, but for this one, I think what will work is the Spitfire strings, like Tundra strings, which is like a sort of softer library. So we have the orchestra, strings high, soft and wild. Let's see what's on there. These are pizzicato, so we're not going to do that. This no rosin is quite good. It's like really soft. Because, you know, the things that you normally give kind of the friction on the string, the rosin that they use on the string, on the bow, is not there. So it's like a super soft. So let's see. I think just starting with this one, kind of one long note on the root. Sort of mid octave, and then add another octave a little bit later. There's some. Let's see, add another octave there. I know it's simple, but let's keep it simple for now. I think I'm gonna add some solo strings later on. I'm gonna add one with a little. And then there's the drop. And then I'm probably going to add something else. So now instead of playing that again, actually, because I think that was sort of fine, I'm going to use retrospective record because I didn't record it. And now it will add it there. I think I'm going to start. So here's the editing bit of the MIDI. I'm going to start this from the beginning. So I played it so that I started a little bit late. So I think I'm going to start from the very beginning because it's just okay. But now because of the some of the data started later, it gave me a little bit of a weird start. So we'll fix that in the mod wheel data. Mod wheel is the one that controls the dynamics, so how quiet, how loud it's played. Right, so there's that little octave I thought I might play, but it was too early. I will remove it like that, and now it's gone. I'm not playing exactly the tempo, but you don't really always want to play exactly to tempo. It doesn't really sound natural or expressive. So I'm not going to fix it, at least now. I think that higher octave is a little bit loud. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this again because I'm lazy. No, it's easier this way. I'm going to mute these so they're not going to play on this track here. And I will mute on this track, I will mute the lower octave, which was already being played on this track. So what that creates is two different tracks for these different octaves. So the lower octave here, and both are actually sort of now individually controllable. So I can turn this down a little bit. I can maybe control the dynamics so that this octave doesn't start quite as loud and only goes up at the very end like this. So now it doesn't feel quite as in your face when it comes in, the octave that is. I think let's just listen without the click for a little bit to get an idea of, do we need something else there? Yeah, there's that note. I'm just gonna fix that note. So yeah, just play the harmonic there. Let's try this. Yep, that's all right. Fix some of the piano elsewhere. It's all right. I don't mind some little things here and there. I think that's okay. So now when the higher octave came in, you didn't it didn't just, it didn't hit you in your face. So there's, I don't know about that. Maybe we'll just do a cheesy jump there. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's better. So now this is actually a little bit dry, I feel, this string. I'm just going to go into the instrument here. And in this instrument panel here, we have different microphones. This is now on tree mic, which is usually a couple of meters, or just very close, not even a meter that far away. And these are the ambient mics, and which is going to be a lot more. Let me just show you an example here. So here it is with the ambient mic only. Now there's quite a bit of a tail. Here's with there's less of a tail. I don't know if it's that noticeable, but it will create a difference in the actual track later on, or when it's being played with everything. So because it feels a little bit dry otherwise. So let me just add. I want some kind of solo string instrument here. So not as in like playing something elaborate, but something fairly simple, like some kind of, or maybe, maybe something from here. Here we have a string ensemble or string quartet. And then there's, what would be a good one? Let's try color sustains first. That's a little too much. Detached texture. Again, these are too much. Yeah, too aggressive. So let's go back to maybe string ensemble. Coleniotron, that might be good. Right, so that is soft, nice and soft. I have to turn this off because otherwise it will keep changing the microphones. I'm also going to add the further away microphone. Keep some of the close microphone because it is solo. So let's see. I don't think that's too close to what is already there. I don't think that works. I'm gonna try something from a different source. Different source. So here I think it would be at there's the solo violin. I don't want that. It might be here actually. Let's try these. There's some cello kind of. You can hear, and there's like something in the background, so I'm gonna have to EQ that. Make it, take that low end off, which isn't needed. Also, it's quite muddy, so I'm gonna just drop a little bit from here. Okay. So these are phrases, so I have less control over these. That's quite nice. Maybe later on. Yeah, I'll add that later on the second round. So here, it just adds a little bit of like I don't know, realism. And works quite nicely with the rest. Stop there. That's going to be like a drop. So it's a little dry again. I'm going to add some. Just going to boost the high end a little bit. Just from here. And then add a reverb onto it. Let me just save quickly. Let's add reverb to it. Oh yeah, it's going to verify the subscription. So this will take a while. Oh, that was nice. Nice raid. Thanks so much again. I know there's people have moved on, but still, just after the fact, thanks so much for the raid. It was very cool. If only it would have happened a little bit later, maybe there would have been more of an actual track going on. But hey, I'm super happy, and I hope you guys also a little bit at least. So let's see what it sounds like with the reverb. You can hear how there's much more of a tail, but I think it also does emphasize a little bit of the muddiness. So I'm just gonna go a little, try and control that a little bit. I could even make this dynamic. kind of control it. It's basically working now as a compressor. That's fine. I think that's nice. So then we have the cello. It just creates a little bit of like a more natural touch to everything. Often when you do that, when you just add one like more instrument that is just a recording of the real thing, then it just works better. But I think we do need some other things in the background. But also before that, I haven't done the master yet, so I'll add that there. Maximizer. We're not doing this to create any sort of massive boost. I'm just putting there to kind of get the levels a little louder. So I want this to be some kind of a texture that just creates a little bit more. I don't know how to explain it. Like a bit, like there's more going on. Okay. So for that, let's see what we have. Again, this might be a good one here. Go with the single instrument, maybe altered time. Let's see what this sounds like. Parallel. It's a little too much. Low air. So this is... Okay, now that's not really giving me the kind of a texture I'm hoping for. Maybe we have something here. Stuttering? Yeah, this could work if let me just make sure it doesn't automate these. Yeah, keep it like that. I'm gonna actually steal this, duplicate this EQ onto this track. It's got, I'll just put this up a little bit, and then we don't need the low end on this too much, so I'll just put the high pass much more aggressive there. High pass, which takes away the lower end, so we don't get, because we don't want to feel all the tracks shouldn't really have all the same frequencies. If everybody's got the low end, so if I play with this instrument, which is kind of a high tonally high, or like in terms of frequency content, there's a lot of high end, and that's the sound. The timbre is like a sparkly kind of thing, not a low boomy like some kind of a massive beat or something. So we don't need any of this stuff here. But if I just leave it there, there's going to be still a lot of recording. It's been recorded, so the microphone will have picked up through the whole spectrum. So it's there. If I just leave it, it will actually then kind of make the low end muddy later on. So I'll just take it away. It doesn't really sound that different, and it's all good. Otherwise, I'm also going to steal this reverb. That's not quite dreamy sort of enough for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add also a different kind of reverb. This kind of a sort of, yeah, this kind of, it's a little more, less natural, more, and maybe a little bit higher mix, so we get a little bit less of the actual sort of attack sound, the picky sound. So we kind of, basically I almost created a pad here out of this mandolin thing, but it's still got those sparkles, little sparkles, you can hear them, right? Anyway, let's try this on this. Just trying to put those tiny little bit. Yeah, just to add a little depth. Now it's kind of getting lost, but that's okay. We don't need it now as much because there's more going on. But it's still there. And then this reverb that we have here is gonna give us this nice sort of reverby tail before we move on to this next segment. So it also works nicely for the drop there. So yeah, this is pretty simple, this intro here. I think it's all right. It's not supposed to be anything special. I'm just trying to have some fun here, and also like limited time, 4 hours. I can't like be too picky. Okay. I think anyway. But it's not bad. Let's go with a little bit of a sort of boomy. I'm just gonna add a boomy thing here, like kind of a bass drum, but not like an actual bass drum, but more of a sort of percussive boom. And what might we do this with? I might see. Let's see if it needs to be more natural or not. Here we have these trailer style booms, which are in every trailer. If you like watch any trailers, you will find these booms. But I don't know if that's exactly what we want. Let's just see if it works or not. If I can actually find it. Here, booms classic. So I'm gonna have to turn this down probably a little bit. So you hear this, every trailer music, ping, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't really want that. I just want this is quite soft. So let's see if it works. If it's even lower than that, you could probably use it in the beginning as well. It adds a little bit of like depth, I guess. These moments. Let's see. Might be a little too cheesy, that. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I'll just skip the second one. Let's just see that it starts on the... Yeah, that seems all right. Yeah, that seems good. Let's go through this. This needs to be... Yeah. That's a little harsh. So this gets a little bit too much. Spread them out. They're better. That's a little late. I think I might actually just get rid of these. I'll just mute them so they will be there. If I ever want to go back to this, then I can just pull them out. I just unmute them and they will be. But I think I'll just start. The idea is there's going to be more things at this point, so. They should already be there. And this. Or maybe like that. Yeah, that's all right. So yeah. Probably won't keep that in. So actually might get rid of that already just now. Right, so we have this intro thing here. I think a boom here might be alright in the beginning. If it's really soft, just go like really soft, so it just gives a little bit of an emphasis. Yeah. I think that's fine. Also, we do need to put an EQ on that, because that's going to have a ridiculous amount of low end, which we do need because that's what it's for, really. But we don't need this like under 30 hertz at all. So I'm just gonna go with something. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it at 35 for now. We'll see. I might place the cello, might pan it a little bit. Cello usually is on the right from like the conductor's point of view, but I feel like because a lot of the melodic things are played on the piano, and that's mic'd on the right, panned right, so I think I might just put the cello more to the left here. Also, I might just push it up just a tiny bit. I think this bit already we're gonna get quite big because yeah, I just think that might be necessary. So like a little riser here. Oh. Not massive, but like proper orchestral things here. So yeah, let's add a few. I'm just gonna add like 8 stereo instrument tracks that I can then adjust later on. So I don't have to always make a new one. So let's just do that little whoosh thing. I don't know if that's really the first thing we should be doing, but I'll just do it anyway, because also it does kind of matter when you're doing this kind of live stream type thing. You want it to be at least somewhat more interesting, not just all little by little. So let me see if I can find a good whoosh from maybe here. Soft kind of things, no rolls hits. These are probably too much. There's noise effects. Noises and ambience. Just gonna try noise effects quickly. There's reverse and sockbacks. Those might work as well. Record enable. Okay, these are way too aggressive. Might actually then go with here, rise and hit, and go with them. Swooshes that I can find here. Classic arrow swooshes are decent. I can also adjust how long these are. It's a little bit too much of high end there. I wonder if it's the arrow. Let's see. Yeah. So I'll still leave it there, but I'll turn it down quite a bit. Yeah, it's still too much. Okay, I don't actually hear it, but well, that's fine. Now it's there, and let's just add it here. How long does it take? I can just check from here. It's 4 bars. I might actually make it 8, and then I can just start it from basically from here, and it will just go through the whole drop. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I was a bit late. Also, I might change this instrument to a piano that is actually not anymore felt, but it's pure. Because it will then sound brighter, it will be a little bit less. I'll just add the reverb that I had and the delay effects. And then I had a couple of other things. I'm just basically going to match the other things to keep it consistent, at least somewhat. There we go. This I need to... Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So then might as well put another boom in, but nothing like that. Maybe something like that. Right, the whoosh is now not playing in the right spot because... Let's just do this with the click and see that it starts at the right spot. Pretty much, yeah. I can always adjust it later to be sure. So this needs to be turned up. I might also turn the velocities up just a little bit. Although I will also turn the... I'll just basically sort of shorten the gap between the quietest bits. Kind of manual compression type, but it's, you know, dynamics. So, I'll save this for now. Let's listen through and let me just see what would be next with the okay, that's too janky there, so I'm just gonna fix it. That's all right. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. That's leave some expressiveness there and some humanity. And then see the whoosh. Yeah, it's a little too loud right now. Also, I don't like that there's so much high end, so I'm just gonna take some of the high end off, the harshest high end, and I'm gonna turn it down with a little bit in the mix. Right, so that's a start. Now let's move on to the next bit then, with some kind of string. Let's go with what I like to do is separate all the instruments, the first violins and the second, etc. We grab that from the cello. Probably don't need, maybe a little bit. This shouldn't be as muddy, but I can also put the high pass a little bit higher because it's the violins, and I really don't want any of the low end there. So violins. Let's just use, I think this will match better. I might add the other strings as well, but let's start with these. I'm adding the ambient mic to just create a little bit more space. And also I'm panning a little bit more left then, because the ambient mic reduces some of the panning because it kind of bounces around the whole room. So let's go with this next segment. Nah, that's way too cheesy. That's a little too high for this. Yeah, something simple like that seems to work all right. And maybe just the first. And next time I'll go to a different place from here. Because it's nice to move. Might have another break there, or then just kind of go into a bigger blast. So that was maybe not perfect, but it's a good enough start. Let's just edit it a little bit. Some of these are a little early, so I'm just gonna doesn't have to be on the beat. Again, a lot of musicians don't play that way anyway. I think I'm gonna change this. So okay. That's a little too cheesy, so let's just go back to these are all a little early. I can remove this, just keep it the same. So that, because it's like a kind of like a change of segment almost, but just I want that to be a little bit more on the beat. Think about that again. No, I think we do need to leave something for the final segment. So that's kind of fine. Okay. I might add a reverb to that. Let's just use this one also to the whoosh as well, because that kind of doesn't sound that good right now. A bit over here. No. So that's for the whoosh not to be, just to be controlled a little bit. Just check. Okay, so I think this violin is a little loud, and also I'll take some of the dry signal off and just leave the leave a bit more reverb in, make it a little bit more wet. It is a long reverb, but I kind of want it to have that feel, so I might let's drop it a little bit. That's kind of ridiculous, but anyway. Okay, so then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cellos on the other side. Oh. And I think I might... Let's see if I want to use these, or maybe I'll just use the same library for now, just to kind of stay consistent again. And also I'm using the ambient mic again, but I'll also then pan it a little bit more right to have that effect more. Make it near 0. I'm probably going to have to drop it down. Again, I'm going to copy this EQ and this reverb here, because it's really, we want them to be in a similar space. I don't want to use sends right now. Just doesn't feel quite right. drop it a tiny bit lower. Okay. This is maybe too high up now for a cello. So let's go to like 90. That's probably not necessary. We probably don't need the harshness there. So, cello. That is a lot of reverb on it. So maybe make it a bit shorter. Yeah. And having heard that, I'm just going to drop this a little bit as well. So I'm just adjusting the time, the reverb time, how long the tail is basically. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I don't think that's very good. I have to think about what I want. So, a couple of things. First would be I don't want them to play the same thing in a different octave. I want there to be some more harmony. I also don't feel like this should... The cello should be playing the bass line either. So I think what I played originally was alright, but... and this kind of thing was on the intro as well. So that, the beginning was alright, but that doesn't sound very good right now. I'm just gonna do that again. Undo. Just gonna keep it simple. Keep it simple. Let the violins do the work. Let's keep the same thing. Same thing going. And maybe add some violas. And then there's also something somewhere to go. So maybe after this section it will go to a different place. So next, I do feel the violin side needs one more thing. Maybe violas. Which we can place in the middle a little bit, sort of balancing the two. Going to copy those same things again from the violins. We have similar reverb. We don't need a low end on violas. Maybe we can drop it a little bit because it has a lower register slightly. I'm going to take the violas from this Cinematic Studio Strings library because they just sound better, I reckon. Don't need to add any reverb here. Legato on, sustain, otherwise, yeah, that's fine. Just bring it up to near 0. Let's just see how it blends. Okay, that's too loud, obviously. That might be all right. I think I might just... Go with C here. It's a little quiet now. I can't actually quite hear what I'm playing. So I think I'm just going to go with the simple build up like that. Okay, from there. All right. And then come back down. And then higher dynamics. Still keeping it simple. Still simple, so we have somewhere to go later on. Okay. That's fine. Feel like that might have a little too much reverb. There. So, I think we're keeping those as they are right now. I think I might have to add these strings from the intro here so it doesn't, so we don't feel like this next segment is completely from a completely different sort of place. Okay. So I'll just add this, and then at the second round I'll add the octave again. I might double this on the other track as well, because this is Okay. It kind of gets like, also I need to add an EQ here because that also is gonna, you know, again, it's gonna add to the mod. This is a very sort of higher range instrument as well, so I'm just gonna put that there and might as well do it to the other one. So that plays lower, so I can maybe actually increase this to 120. That's usually a decent spot, and then this go down to 90, although I don't really think there's much important stuff there. And then I'm gonna put a little high pass on this too, just to kind of keep it clear. Just take the lowest of the low ends off, and maybe just a little bit of the mud, which I think there is a little bit of. And I'll add that to this. Let's just see. I think that kind of repetitive high octave could come into play on the second segment. It's very simple, but you know, I think it's good for us to start from simple. So right now that feels a little bit off still, because it doesn't actually, there's no hit of an guitar. So also the texture, I think I'm gonna add in also. Let's play a little bit of that. I think I might actually duplicate this again, do this trick again. Duplicate it. And I'm just going to remove the parts of the intro. We don't play them twice, it doesn't double up. And then I'll play the same sort of thing, make this a little bit louder in the mix more. Let's just see, where is this? So it's this octave. Okay, so let's try this. So we get the sparkle in there. Could even bring it up a little more. Adding that. We go. So that's a little something there. I think I might pull this up a little bit. Okay, push it up. If it's too much, it's too much. I think we need a soft bass, some kind of a bass sound there. but also that yeah, that. Could add that with this felt here. Yeah, I'm gonna duplicate again just so that I can. This is kind of like the easiest way to avoid doing a lot of automation and riding on the faders. Okay. I need the click for this. Add the root as well. Why not one more octave? Why not? Let's just adjust the sound a little bit. Let's not get too ridiculous. So let's quantize this. This I think would be good if they hit everything. So these are half notes. There we go. And now everything's gonna play exactly on the note. Also, I think I'm just gonna make things a little louder, but also remove some of the loudest notes so that we have more consistent velocity. Okay, and I'm gonna compress this much more so we don't get that crazy, those spikes. Let's take some of the body off and the bass, more air, more reverb, more delay. It kind of gets also I'm gonna just ever so slightly, because every other instrument seems to be a little bit early, so I think I'm just gonna move it just a little bit earlier. So now it sits quite well. It's not too over the top. I think I'll still drop it down just a little bit, because we're gonna add the other octave here. Maybe I don't even have to. Take a little bit more of the low end away because we don't need it on this particular, because it's just these high notes playing. Right, so that sounds alright. It's not terrible. Okay. So I think this part does definitely need some kind of a percussive, some kind of thing. Perc rep. Let's just like percussion repetition. Let's see. Let us see. What could work well for that? I could create something from here. I'll definitely need a symbol at some point. I'm wondering if there's like a better... could even try just one of these kind of hat type things or taps to kind of modernize it a bit. With the taps specifically, that's kind of like... Again, maybe get rid of the low end. Let's just see how that works. I'm just gonna play this with click. Okay, that sounds too glitchy. It doesn't actually fit very well. I think it sounds almost like it's not really meant to be there. Now let's try something else. What about... what about... Nope. Definitely not. Just need something very simple. So I'm wondering... maybe still from here. Perhaps we'll go to toys. Just take a shaker. I could also play this by hand, but I mean with an actual shaker, but I don't really want to right now, so I'm just gonna play this outside of the actual track. With the click. Outside of and then I'm gonna... Okay, there's a bit of a delay in when I'm playing, so making it more tricky, but I can always quantize. These are 8s. And because there's a little bit of a lead into the actual attack, I think I'll move these forward a little bit. So this can be lower. Let's see if I add this here now. Let's see how it sounds like. It's to be louder. It's too loud. Needs more reverb. Also, I need to do this to keep it going. So I shall copy it so that it goes through the whole thing. Just have to check where that is. Yeah, that's fine. Might feel a bit cheaty, but it is just faster. But think it's important to switch the click off. I do feel like the cello have too much low end, not enough high. Also, the piano could do with a little bit less low end. And maybe a bit more high end. Well, it's not the prettiest, but let's see. Just gotta listen through to kind of know what the big picture is. How everything links. I think that solo cello probably might have to appear on the second part as well, second segment. Okay, this doesn't feel quite right. Needs to be way more in the sort of deep. So yeah, do think we need the cello because let's see, maybe definitely not that. What about this octave? Okay, so let's add. So this, I need this to link to the previous segment, you know? Otherwise it feels kind of like it's not quite from the same track for sort of, which is also why I kind of added that repetition piano, higher piano there. Fine. you know what? I'm going to do the same trick again because it gets a little bit lost in the mix right now. I'm going to remove or mute this. Mute this. On the other track, I'll make this a bit louder or a bit more louder in the mix. Yeah. So I guess that doesn't really work, I think. So I'm just gonna leave that. So it's too messy to start otherwise. Bringing the shakers up a little bit. They're kind of dragging behind still a little bit, so I'm just going to move them up just a tiny bit. So the only problem right now is basically the inconsistency in the samples. And of course the way I'm playing. I think what we need is some kind of like a, and then another like a. I know it's a bit cheesy, but some kind of a delay perk thing like that, like tom. I have plenty of tom instruments. Let's just see what's here. We've got Tom's ensemble, probably, yeah. Puili? No, flat. Is there a brush? Let's just see what this sounds like quickly. Okay. So that's that. Let's get a better mix of it. So this could work with like a kick added to it. So we just save quickly. Yeah, so I'll add a little delay to this. Actually, let's just try the slap delay first. It's probably too much. No, let's use a proper delay. This doesn't really do the job. Maybe 6 taps. Let's use not all of them. Yeah, these are. I need to adjust them. Just the delay so that it's it works accordingly. Let's just listen. I'll just tap. So I can tap like this, basically. Yeah, that's what I want. But only not every time, so I'm gonna have to do this with the click. Let's just go for it. So this is just like Probably have to oh. Focus on the job. All right. Thanks, Skylander. How's it going? Do you make music yourself? It's a little messy, but I'm having to go from scratch to the end. So yeah, that timing, everything was wrong, so I'm gonna quantize that. So everything is played at the right spot. Like this, and then just make sure they don't overlap. And then I would say that these, are trailing a little bit, so I'll just go a little earlier. I like listening to, I'm not that, well, I don't know what to say. I think many people think they're not, it's not really so much about talent. I mean, I'm not saying this is any good what I'm doing here anyway, but I think it's more work and kind of what you grew up with quite often. But also more work rather than talent itself, but cool. Listening is also fun. I also do that a lot myself. But thanks for tuning in, Skylander. Appreciate it. The idea of this stream is to create something from scratch. I had no idea what I was doing. I started improvising something and then slowly building up, and then once I'm finished, I'll bounce that out and then also link it somewhere so you can download it and other people can download it if they want. What sort of music do you like to listen to? Is this anything like it, or is this a bit different? Let's see. Okay, I'd say these are still happening quite a bit late, so I'm just going to push them forward. Okay, now it's too early. Yeah, I'm hesitant to talk about professional stuff a lot because what I'm doing here is very much just kind of quickly doing something. But yeah, I've done professional music here and there, you know, production music, commercial music, and played in bands and stuff. But I'm not really like band. I'm not a musician as much as producer. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think the best moment for me was when I got to record with an actual orchestra, which was pretty cool. But I'm not like super into the professional world. Anything really, just not screamo. I'm not even sure what screamo is. Is it like a screaming heavy metal type thing? Yeah. That seems to be okay, but I now want the kick on those, half of those tom hits. So like that kind of thing. So let's get the kick going. All right, yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm with you there. I do sometimes. I have listened to that, but and I don't really like mind but it's not really my thing. At the end of the day, it just kind of doesn't work for me that well. But I understand why people like it. And I don't judge any kind of music, really. Is, you know, feel free to like whatever you want. Let's find a kick then. Might be easier to get it from here. Yeah, from the synth kick, percussion kicks, bonus kick. Let's try this. Let's not get to. That's very bass heavy. Also, that's in the wrong spot. Does it still play? Yeah. I have to get an EQ for that because that's otherwise too much. It sounds like it doesn't match, but I think once I put it in the actual track, it might work quite okay with the toms. Like on this first. It's a little too loud. Yeah, a bit too much in the foreground. Add another hit there. So I'm going to quantize that so they hit in the right spot. And then push it forward a little bit because I feel like it needs to be. Let's get rid of the click. I mainly listen to pop or EDM. All right. Yeah. To each their own. I listen to, well, really all kinds of music as well. So, and you don't need to restrict yourself to one type of thing, or even to just whatever you feel like listening to that particular day. Let's make sure these velocity levels are all sort of at the same kind of. So let's put them all 96 because I don't like that it keeps changing. So set all to 96. So now they will all sound the same. Really just kind of want it in the background, not like in the foreground. Even less in the foreground, maybe. Maybe just a little earlier. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. Let's just listen to the whole thing once, because I can't remember how this goes, so I need to know what the big picture is to build it bigger then. Do you have a favorite artist, Skylander? Sounds alright. Aizen. not picky. Yeah, good. This kick is now too early. Yeah. I think I'm actually going to... This violin starts too high. It's go... No, that's fine. Let's just keep it. Yeah, what I like about music is how much it's moving emotionally when you listen to it. Yeah, I agree. It's and a lot of times as well, it just speaks to you in a different way to many other mediums. I think it's like it touches something in us at that sort of level that it's hard to kind of reach on in any other way, I suppose. Not to say that other things can't be also very impactful. Of course they can, but it's cool. And of course, if it's a song, there's lyrics. If you can relate, often songs are about things that many people have experienced similar things, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So we need to get a little bit further than in this. Yeah, agreed. Good. I might have to. I might have to make sure that these are playing a little bit more. The piano is going a little bit more along with the actual tempo. It's eighth notes, but exclude if it's within, let's say, 11%. Okay, let's see what that does. Sometimes there doesn't have to be lyrics either. Yeah, I agree. I actually grew up more listening to I got emotional over music that doesn't have lyrics. I've always been a little bit bad at listening to lyrics, but you know, there's different days for different things. Okay, these toms are now hitting a little early. These might be hitting just a tiny little bit early now. But let's not get hung up. So where should we go with this then? So should we move? It's been going. By the way, if you have a feeling of what this piece should be called when it's finished, I can name it if it's not anything, you know, too rude, I'll name it I'll name it whatever you want me to name it. This is at the end of the day, I stream this for fun, and I stream it so that there's interaction with people, and I think that's a cool way of doing it. Anyway, so we've been doing this now. Could we go to... I don't know about that. We just listen to the end. Could just go... and then add one more layer and then get somewhere. I think that might be alright. Kind of keep building through the whole thing. One, two, three, four. I'll fix that. And end it there. I gotta fix that thing that I messed up. Also, I think I have to quantize this. That's probably fine. Let's use that. There it is. Lovely playing. Oh well. Yeah, so any ideas for names, throw it at me and I'll name it like that. Put it on YouTube and then here as a clip as well. This is a little loud. I might throw this on this lower. Well, no, actually. Yeah, I'll duplicate this once again. Though I don't want this to play again and I don't want this to double. So here, and make it a little bit quieter. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do here is going to go some... I'll add some track. I will add some like spiccato strings. that kind of thing. Add some tracks here. Just see what the harmonies are. Bum, 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 that kind of thing. All right, individual violins. These are all different kinds of articulations of the violin, you know, different ways of playing the violin. I think what we're going to do is go with the spiccato here. And that's probably, I'll add, take a little bit of the closer mic away. Maybe probably make it a little bit quieter. This kind of rising pattern. There we go. I didn't record that, but I can pull it back up by retrospective recording. Let's get rid of that. Again, let's make sure these all play where they're supposed to. Of course, you don't want to make things like computer sound like computer, so no human plays exactly in the right spot every time. So you don't want to remove all of it, but gotta rename this violin spiccato. Whoa, that was not. Wait a minute. Why is it so weird? I guess it's fine. I also played a couple of notes that are out of range, so I should probably bring these back down. Right, nothing too complex, but yeah, we're gonna add violin, maybe a cello. All right, okay, cello, spic. So add the same on the cello. So the violins tend to be on the left side, pan to the left side, so you will hear them more on your left speaker or left headphone speaker. Cellos tend to be panned more to the right, and that's why it's often quite nice to have both, because they balance each other out. Also, they have different registers, of course, but anyway. So also gonna take some more of the room. This is like a bigger room mic, has a lot of more of tail. Let's pull it up from here, but we'll probably have to pull it down a little bit from here. Again, let's take that low end, control it a little bit. if I should play the root or... This seems quite nice. I think I'm gonna do this. No, I'll add the lowest octave, okay? Yep, one too many. Again, I didn't record, but I can pull it back up here. Cool. I have another monitor, by the way, which you probably don't see. Yeah. So there's some more functionality there. That's not necessary. Again, we'll do the same. Make sure that these all hit at about the right time without destroying the humanizing entirely. Okay, so that's all right. I still want to have these textures that I had before. I'm just gonna actually copy. I need a lower piano probably. Maybe something like that. Just add a click. Again, let's make sure it's in the right spots. I'm probably just going to get this. Yeah, take this piano, add it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, I'm just gonna copy this because I don't feel like playing that kind of a simple thing over and over again. And then copy it again. And then copy the very end of it to extend to the sort of extension. So let's just see how it sits. Hitting a little bit early, so I'm just going to just push it forward just a little bit. Also going to copy this cello bit there because I feel like that's very much needed. Well, that's not right at all. What? So that's doom. Okay. This is the one it's meant to have been the whole time. There we go. So I'm gonna then use the kick a little more. Okay, that seems all right. Let's dun 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 dun. This is the beats. I'm not gonna exclude. I want it to be exact. Okay, but before we do that, let's see the dun dun dun. This is all wrong. What happened there? Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that seems all right. I'm also going to duplicate this once again, just because it's the easier way. And I'm going to bring it up quite a bit more. Okay. I think, yeah, this is playing a little. This is really weird how Yeah, it's quite a big difference, but anyway. Building up. And that's good. So let's just listen to the previous bits so I know where to go with the rest. So I'm gonna add the strings, of course, maybe even some brass, and maybe some kind of almost like hits. And then our cymbal. I think I might add the texture as well. Just copy it there. Sure how well the toms work here. And it will. There's a lot missing right now, but. Okay, so. Where does this end up? So probably that. Okay, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, not too bad. I might go back and you know, make sure it's all working fine with the rest. But let me just save this and actually go through the beginning just to get a better idea of the whole. Oh, thanks. Kind of sounds like a dramatic love story. Yeah, that's kind of what I went for. It's beautiful. Thanks so much. That's very lovely for you to say. Yeah, that's kind of what I went for. A little cheesy maybe, but hey. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, but the tom was a little, so let me just duplicate that tom and actually get rid of this here. Get rid of this here, and then just turn it down a little bit. It's a little heavy-handed on the mid section. There we go. So, what we need here is also, actually, I'm gonna add the bass now before I start messing too much with the harmonies, because this final bit definitely needs a bass, kind of a sub bass type thing, which I believe could work. Yeah, let's take it from here. Basses, bass 1. Let's see. Oh, loud. Yep, seems all right. Let's just make sure it's not over the top crazy. So get rid of the very, very bottom end. That seems okay. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's all right. Just gotta make sure I There we go. We gotta just add that in again in retrospective record. I can't talk today properly. I was up quite late last night, so a little bit knackered. Right, so I need to, for these, I don't want these to overlap like this because it sounds really weird. Like, you hear that, boom, I don't want that, both of them playing at the same time. So what I will do is, I'll quantize, but I'll also quantize the note off, which will pull it back if I make them half notes. There. And now they're all even. Yeah. So, like I said before, if you come up with a name, anything really will do. I'd rather people in the chat name this track than me. I think that would be the best thing. So I'm gonna just do the cello because it needs to be added. Probably that would be. Actually, maybe not. Let's try higher because it wasn't really well. Okay, the cello are actually getting a little bit sort of lost. So what I'm gonna do is bring them up a little bit. Okay. Have to start again. Okay, made a couple of mistakes, but that's okay. Can fix them. There was definitely something later on here. And then this needs to go. There we go. Save it. The viola. Just probably play the... Oh, that's the cello. I'll just do that probably. Yeah, that's alright. Made a mistake. Yeah, a bit of a mistake there, but those happen. It's the good thing of technology that I don't actually have to be able to nail everything. Not terrible. I wonder if there's anything else. I guess I could bring these in and then make them... If I duplicate this... And then just bring these in for this. I don't have to play them again. And also... I can make them louder again because I think that is needed for the final bits. They're just too much ahead right now. There we go, that's better. Get rid of these. Yeah, it just adds a little bit more drive to it. I'll also get this there because I don't want it to drop from the previous. So that's that. Then I think I need some... I don't want to use the same whoosh again. Definitely need some booms. But do I really want that kind of arrow? Maybe just soft hits. Let me see some soft hits for that part. Because we're going for that little bit of cheese. And that's, I think, completely fine for something like that. So hits, classic, acoustic, short. I guess let's see acoustic first. These are trailer hits. So these are like really, but maybe there are some softer ones. Yeah, that's not quite. here you go. If you add one of these, and then like a high piano note, like ding, and there you go. The beginning of every trailer. Anyway. These are a little bit over the top. But you know what? Something like this, not necessarily, if I just take some of the low end off, because I already have the kick there. I don't want too crazy. And then maybe, yeah. Let's see. That seems like it's... 3, 4. You know what? It just gets lost. It doesn't work. Something like that might work better. So I'm gonna take that. I just have to check where exactly, how long before the beats does this need to start. So that's too early, is it? Just half? Okay, well that's handy. It's basically half beat. Cool. That works well. Made it very easy for me. And then I'll just copy this over. And then I need, I think, one more here. I might actually want to do 2. Because... No, I want to like this. So shum shum. Whoop. Okay, not like that. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the click for now. And they're a little bit... I might add just a bit of reverb to them. Just listen to... Yeah. Not a huge fan of that. High end tone. That's a little better. Okay. So that's alright. It's not... Probably bring it down a little bit. It's not really a hard hitting piece. So what I want... Now I have to listen to it. Still gonna come up with a name, so I'm hoping chat at some point will give me a name for this, so I don't have to name it myself. I don't really care too much what it is. It would just be nice if the chat could name it instead of me. don't really like that whoosh sound. Probably gotta find a new one. I'm wondering if these might be a little too far ahead. Also these. Even the kicks are a little too. Yeah. Maybe something there. Yeah, I don't know if this hit works. That's a little whoosh. And then this. I do want it to stay there, but I want it to kind of fade away, so I'm just going to use... I do believe expression can be used probably with this. Let's see. You kind of get rid of it. Or not. Okay, so expression does not work. MIDI definitely will work. Okay. Let's go with that then. I will just... Yeah. Fades out like that. So we definitely need a crash here to kind of lift this final bit up a little bit. Probably needs to be quite quiet. Let's just pause. So unpitched metal and usually medium cymbal sounds. Sounds most the part. Let's just Those are swells, but don't really want to do it that way. I think I'm gonna do that, but I'm going to adjust it such a way where yeah, let's also see if I can actually make it sound a little more. Okay. That's a little too. Still need the kind of a little overheads. Maybe let's try it. It's kind of okay. It's a little on the nose, but let's bring that, change that a little bit, and also just turn it down a bit, and then I'll try and play it. And also, I don't want to play it on every, so I'm not going to play it here. Just play it on the next beat. Here. So that, otherwise it can get a bit tiring if it's on every bar. And then I have something here at the end. I can bring it to be more frequent. Okay, I gotta check the velocities again, that each and every one of them are about the same. 109 sounds fine to me. Let's go with 105. Set them all to that, so they will all be consistent. And also I think these softs can come up a little bit, because now I think it works quite nicely that here we have the sort of sharper hits in the first bar. Although these are in the wrong place entirely. And need to be quantized to make sure. Okay. Try again. Although because of the effects it is a little slow, so I'll bring them up a little bit. Okay. Finally. Let's see. A nice opening there, and then yeah, that's okay, it's not terrible. Could actually bring it up a little bit. Be pushed up. Beauty of Heaven for title. All right, Skylander, you got it. Beauty of Heaven, I like it. Yeah, it sounds descriptive. It sounds like it fits. So I'm gonna name it Beauty of Heaven. Thanks to you. Thanks so much for the name. And then I will upload this. Well, I'll put a clip on Twitch. I'll also upload it once it's finished, of course, to YouTube, my YouTube channel, and then also there will be a download link if anybody cares. And then maybe later on I'll make Spotify actual sort of album releases, sort of out of the best ones I like over time. But yeah, that's later. And also this needs to be finished first. But thanks for the name. I really appreciate it. That's very cool. Beauty of Heaven. That I like it. So now we have a bit more going on at the end, but I feel like it still needs a little bit more of a lift. It could be a rhythmical thing, so that we need something a bit more rhythmical. Oh, with this, there's a huge lag, so this will be difficult to play. That's pretty good. So triplets. Probably best to have the click on when you start recording. That seems alright. Just gonna make sure the timings are right. And also there was the second, like third to last note was wrong. There. Okay, and then is this really this much off? Okay, no, I was just... Now these are triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 16 triplets. Going on here. This has to be triplet, so I know what to do. So this is too early. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Sorry about this terrible sounding, but I gotta fix these things. There we go. Also, all of these are... Well, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is not nice to listen to necessarily. I'm going to take the last one off. Just feels a little cleaner. Okay, but that's all right. I think I'm going to do some more work on that bit though, because on the sound itself, I think needs more compression to make sure that it doesn't it's a little like more consistent and softer. could also be just a little bit lower. Don't need the low end there, so let's get rid of it. A little bit treated. What about this here? Yeah, all good. Okay, well, there's a little bit more going on right now. Then I can also put one of these. I think I might have to. I might take that from elsewhere, actually. Riser symbol. Okay. Riser symbol, and I will find that from my libraries here. And for that, I believe a good one would be here. Or perhaps not. Perhaps I'll use riser from here. Smooth sounds good. Blurred bode, no bode. Smooth thunder, no. Wind's voice? Let's hear it. Let's just make sure it doesn't. Well, it's a little too high pitched for me. Gentle depth? No. Way too fake. Or I don't know what you'd call it. Pure metal. Well, let's try that. Yeah, that. I just forgot to make it 8 bars. That's okay. I think it's a little too, again, I'll do some, let's see. I think I might have to pitch it up a little bit because I want it to match with this crash here a little more. So let's just hear the difference. That's pretty close. Yeah, definitely it's better, but also I think this last tam-tam bit here might be too much. Let's listen to it once more. So it feels like it gets a little too high, a little too early. So is it this? Yeah, that's probably better. I feel like. make it a little further away, it feels a little too much on the nose. It's a little too loud. Okay, so now I have to listen to this whole thing again because don't really know. Let's see. Let's see. The percussion here is not great. Gotta think about that. Yeah, and maybe the needs a bit more of a hit there. Might have to gain stage this a little bit. Kind of make sure that the final, the sort of finale is a little bit a little bit louder or bigger than the, but I have to do that by arrangement as well. It's a little bit better. I don't want to make it too big because it's just not really that kind of a track. feels like one kick or something is missing at the very end there. Doom, doom. Where's the kick? Let's see. I've done some kind of a weird rhythm there. I just have to kind of rethink that. I think this just has to be straight kicks. So bum, 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 bum at the very end. Just to make sure it's kind of... And then, you know what? I still want some kind of a boom at the very end. I know it's a little cheesy, but that's too much. It needs to be like soft, but yeah, something like that. Actually, I don't like the tone. There's too much high. This here might work. Yeah, it's subtle. That's fine. And then probably some kind of an outro, which would probably be on the piano and maybe some texture in the background. Could use this texture because it's quite cool. So for I'm gonna add another note there, the root. And probably we won't need it to be this big. Let's remove these. And well, maybe a little bit longer. Let's see. What could the outro be? Probably on this. It's the softest one. But not necessarily the same as the beginning. Maybe I'll find something else. Let's see. If I think about that a little bit more, it could be something more like so we've been and that's it. And then so where do we get to if we go? Just those two chords, and then I'll try that. I have no idea what I'm doing, so that's not going to work. So yeah, let's just go that. That's basic, but why not? There we go. I think I'll fade out those textures though, because they're not really very smooth at the moment. So the textures need fading. They need fading. This shall be up there, just to get a little bit of a slow fade, and then there. Let's see how that works. Okay, the fade could happen a little earlier. A little bit earlier, so you don't get so much harsh attack sounds there at the very end. But otherwise, I think it's okay. I don't know. Is it? I hope so. Let's have a little listen, although I will actually change the percussion here a little bit, because this just sounds lazy. Maybe if it's even less, a little bit less, and then we'll also get a bigger rise to the final segment then. Okay, let's see. It's hard to, so sometimes you just have to, yeah, I know it's repetitive, you go over and over again, but you just have to go back to, because you can't get a good idea of the piece as a whole otherwise. So I'm gonna have to listen through this whole thing, because otherwise it's hard to get a full picture of what I'm doing, especially now that the whole piece is kind of together as a structure, and I have to go into maybe more detail in the terms of just the tiny tweaks. Beauty of Heaven, this was named with by Skylander in chat. Not quite finished yet, but I might have to add I think the timbre changes, the tone changes a little bit too much for this. I might have to get the piano. The speaks are maybe a little too... Hey Razamith, thanks for joining in. Okay, might have to bring up the piano at the outro a little bit more. Yeah, hi Razamith. Thanks for joining in. Ooh, yeah, I've been I've basically started from scratch. There was nothing. I was just needs more cello. Oh, I thought I added so much cello already. But yeah, no, cello is good. I actually studied cello for quite a long time. Really, 16 years? Well, I played... What would I say? Maybe 15, 14 myself. So yeah, I know. I'm right there with you, man. Or woman, I don't know. But yeah, played the cello as well. One of my favorites in instruments, of course, because of it. Do you still play? Or not anymore? For this piano, outro piano, I'm just gonna... Not anymore. Oh, do you still have a cello, or I kept mine for the longest time. Of course, now I use it. Sometimes I record, but I do like to record others who actually know how to play nowadays. But donate it. Okay, well that's nice though. Somebody got a cello what they can study with. But you don't have to play. I think it's probably still a nice hobby to have had and learned a lot from it. Are you still in music? Do you any other kind of music, or? Okay, let's see if that's... Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, so yeah, this tonally from here to here, it kind of changes a little bit too much. So I have to add that tone more into this midsection, so the transition, so it feels fuller. Minimally was only ever good at cello. Oh well, I was never very good at cello myself. It was kind of funny because I played it so long, but I always wanted to do my own thing, and the teachers didn't really like it, and and so yeah, I was trying to play like film music and stuff like that, and then they tried to make me play you know, etis and things like that. Let me see then. So what if I also still have this? Or is it too dingly dangly? I could try, of course. Let's save. But yeah, I don't disagree with the more cello thing in general. But of course you have to also know when to not use it. But yeah. Let's see if this matches. It's getting a bit messy. I think what I might do is I'll add this over to this felt, because this is felt piano, which is, it's got like a damping thing, which makes it kind of smoother and softer, a little darker. And then this here is a clear, completely clear piano with no felt, and I think it's also with an open. Yeah, but I might take this, but get rid of the higher. I might have to mute this for this, because otherwise you guys will die. I'm used to listening to that, but also my ears are dead already. But yeah, let's get rid of some of the. That might be all right. Let's mute these. Let's see where we go with this. Just to get a little bit more of that same feel as we have here. Let's see how the transition works now. But Razamate, thanks very much for joining in. It's really cool to hear other people's sort of musical backgrounds and just what they like. I do think it works better. However, the whoosh is still terrible. And the boom might need to be a little bit more. Just make it a little more aggressive. As well as the kick. Maybe the first tom could also be a little bit. I don't like the rest of them, but that's it. Let's see then the transition. Let's bring the cello up a little bit. Yeah, I think that works better. We're not really... That's not the big hit, big rise. It's the next segment that needs to lift more. Let's listen. So yeah, Skylander named this Beauty of Heaven, and I will name this track that. They'll put it on YouTube, and it will also be downloadable if you go to YouTube. I'll put it in the description. I think it's cool that chat can name the track, because I'd rather have that. It's a bit of a cheesy track. Very basic. Also, I only have 4 hours. Can you keep it simple? Of the 4 hours, I've left 40 minutes, so... And then a little lift here. Yeah, that works alright. silence picks are still a little... It's probably better. There might be a little bit too much going on, but... I'm really tempted to put a high note there at the end, but I think it will just be too much. I think that's better. It's more subtle. It's like ding. It's just a bit too much. Other than that, we might be almost there, and then I might have to go and look at the mix a little bit more. Just see how close we are to clipping and things like that. So just have a little final run of assessment. Think about, is there anything I might have to still do? Then I'll add some mastering chained things to the master, which I would normally do it that way, but it is best to keep it simple for these kind of streams, I think. If Skylander, if you're still here, can you let me know if you do you mind if I put in the description that it was named by a Twitch user Skylander? If you mind, I won't put it in. Okay, so for this time frame, it's getting pretty close to picking. I'll at that ceiling. We go a little. I don't want it to. So the maximizer, it's a limiter, so it will kind of make it so that it doesn't clip. But if you do that too much, it's going to crunch the highest dynamics, and then of course you lose expressiveness, and it might start to pump and all that stuff. That's a very simplified explanation, but that's pretty much what that does. So I don't want to put too much limiting on this, because you want it to go from the very soft dynamics to the very big ones. Then, yeah, was there a tom hit here at the very end? I think I felt like I wanted two. So there are two, or maybe there's one missing. Yeah. Oof. Sounds pretty harsh by itself. By the way, this is Music Mondays. What I'm doing here is every Monday I'll be doing this. So live music production. I'll come up with a track from scratch and improv a little bit. And they won't all be like this, not this style. There'll be some a little bit different styles. I won't be doing like dubstep. I don't know how. So maybe I'll try one time, but different sorts of things, maybe trailer, maybe more actiony, maybe more electronic stuff, maybe more Radiohead style, whatever, whatever I come up with, I suppose. But that's every Monday, same time. And then I'll post those on YouTube. So now let me just see this. Yeah, so we just don't lose the energy at the very end of that. Didn't quite sound right because some of the instruments actually build up over time. Anyway, so yeah, every Monday, Music Monday, live production. The other days I will be playing games of all different sorts, and then along with that I have a piano here. I sometimes play a little something, but not to intrude with the playing too much. But so that's my kind of variety type. Yeah, Bartco. I know. Yeah. Most people don't like this. Actually, I don't. I find that it's the Pro Tools reputation for MIDI. It comes a little bit more from the past rather than what it is present day. It's still all right. It's not as good maybe as Cubase. It doesn't have as many features, but it works, I think. And then, of course, many other things, professionally speaking, are done on Pro Tools. So, most of all, I think it doesn't matter what you use as long as you kind of learn to use it. There are probably sort of pros and cons to each and every one of these. But yeah, and thanks for checking in, Bartco, and also again thanks for following again. So I don't think I'll be doing anything much more to this. I shall do a little bit of a simple master chain there. Let me just see, where should I do it from? Probably the back end is the best bit. That cymbal rise didn't go play the full. Okay. At the very low end, it's not necessary. Get some of the muddiness off here. Actually, maybe a little bit of spark here, just a tiny bit, and then I also like to add Kramer tape because that kind of has a nice, soft, warm feeling to it. If I can actually find it. Not pie. What am I blind? Oh, well, here it is. Okay. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Mastering, I like the clean and open, I think. Just take that noise thing off. Let's see again then. Might actually throw them the other way around so that it goes to the tape first and then EQ'd. And I don't think I'll actually add any reverb to the master chain. I don't know if is it too abrupt at the end? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna mark this as the end. Oops. Or id. If I can't type. Yeah, that's the end then. And then the beginning is... No, I'm doing it. Yeah, it's nowhere near. Yeah. Okay, let's get here. It's just a tiny bit before, so I'll just put it here. Start. Or startig. These are the problems I deal with my brain. And also save. And yeah, these streams, I don't want to make them so that I keep whoops, sorry. So that I keep making them over and over several weeks. I want to keep them these sort of 4-hour slots. And I have to sort of push myself in that way as well, I guess, to kind of create something in that time frame that is at least somewhat coherent as a whole. So this will be what I'll do every Monday. And yeah, so I think that's done. So I'm just going to bounce this then. It will be interleaved. Let's not add to iTunes. This is the name. I shall actually name it not after stream 1, but I will name it Skylander there in the chat named it Beauty of Heaven. So we're going to do that. Beauty. Beauty of Heaven. It's late, so, you know, please forgive me for all these mistakes. I'll leave the date here because I think that's just good practice. I won't bounce it offline so that we can listen to it through ones all together. Other than that, 48K, 24-bit, that's okay. All good. Let's go. All right, so let's listen to the finished, so to speak, finished product, which I will then add to YouTube and clip here as well. Okay. Right, there we go. Not terrible. Very cheesy, kind of basic, simple, but yeah, I'm all right with it. For 4 hours as well. It's good fun, and look, really nice to have people here as well. There's chatting. That's the best part, really. That's the purpose of this, really. So yeah, that's that. I will upload that on YouTube. Also clip it here. And next Monday and the one following Monday and the Monday after that, it will be live production of whatever I come up with, I guess. Suggestions. I'm happy to take suggestions as well for styles and things like that. But yeah. So this was the stream pretty much done then for today. Any comments you have? Oh, Razamith, thanks so much for following. That's very cool. Very cool of you. Yeah, if you missed it, I will be uploading this on YouTube and I will be clipping this on Twitch as well, as I said. And it's named after Skylander's suggestion in chat, Beauty of Heaven. That's what that was called. Every Monday, Music Monday, I'll be doing this. And then otherwise I'll be gaming whilst having the piano there for some tunes when there's loading times or something, but nothing too intrusive. Again, like I said, suggestions I'd be happy to take if you guys have any for any other weeks, etc. You know what I might actually do is exit this for now. And yeah. I am not trained in like, I'm not a musician. I don't play the piano properly. I didn't like traditionally train for piano or anything like that. So but I have quite a bit of experience in producing music in general. and have done that for years. Okay, so that works. I might just do a little impro at the end. It's not going to be great, but why not? Just have some fun. Okay. Let's see. What could I play? I was playing around with this kind of a minor, sort of sadder idea at some point. The other day. Okay. Do you know this one? Um, let's end with that. That was terrible. So, any suggestions for next week's live production? I'm happy to take them. You can tweet me, you can whatever. YouTube, you can just leave a comment or just write it in chat. That's also good. Can't remember how that goes, but yeah. So thanks so much for joining in. It was really fun, really great. So happy that people turned up. So happy for the raid I got. Thanks Razamith, thanks Bartcool, thanks Skylanders, thanks all the other ones who've been around. Honest, Fido, Gal next door. So many people. I got raided in the beginning and it was just mental. But yeah, so thanks so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Come back next Monday or come back tomorrow. I'll be continuing Outer Wilds, which I'm really enjoying, by the way. Great game with also great music. And so we shall be coming back tomorrow then. All right, guys? Any final comments? Have a good night. Yes, you too. Thanks so much. Catch you tomorrow, maybe. Bye.